Hey, lookers. South by Southwest 2025 wrapped up a few weeks ago, and Kelli and I have been processing the whirlwind of it all. And let me tell you, this year did not disappoint. We ran all over Austin, jumping from one event to the next. South by Southwest is the kind of festival where you arrive with an impossible plan. You want to do everything, and you might just end up experiencing things you never expected. We love film and we love beauty, and South by Southwest is an amazing place where you can get the latest of both. We are talking K-beauty pop-ups, the AI-driven shopping revolution, Brene Brown and Malcolm Gladwell clashing on vulnerability. Yeah, there was an actual fight, and one of them was even about Sesame Street. And yes, Elvis impersonators. So let's dive into our official 2025 recap of South by Southwest, covering the glam, the unexpected, and everything in between. Let's start with some of the most fun and highly anticipated activations and interactive experiences that we came across during the week. First up, Tennessee House. You might be wondering, what's Tennessee House doing at South by Southwest? Good question, but honestly, who cares? It was a blast. You know Memphis is near and dear to my heart, so I had to make it a point to get there. Over the 3 days, we were immersed in the best of the volunteer state. Hometown cooking, live music, moon pies, and an Elvis lookalike contest. Yeah, really. It was so camp and an absolute fever dream. 10/10 experience. Loved getting a slice of Memphis in Austin. We also made the rounds at other cultural houses around town, stopping by the UK House, Ireland House, Fiji House, and Keystone House, which is Pennsylvania's house. This was an extra special one for us because we were there for a special panel of our upcoming film, The Florist. If you haven't already, check out the video all about the film and hear a little bit about what Lauren Hale Reichhoff, who is the producer on the film, had to say about utilizing the state tax rebate for our film. There's going to be updates also on there about how this project is getting made. One of the most buzzed about activations, of course, the Criterion mobile closet. It was mobbed every single day. By the time we swung by between events, the line was halfway to Dallas, packed with die-hard cinema lovers eager to get a Polaroid and shop the closet. Unfortunately, we didn't even make it in. But the good news? We hear it's headed to LA next. Now we know. Get there early if you want a chance to explore and snag that obscure Werner Herzog doc. South by Southwest always delivers on fun. But what stood out this year was how it tackled crucial conversations: activism, mental health, and the ever-evolving impact of technology on our lives. LUSH went full-on Jetsons with their Bathroom of the Future panel, unveiling the BathBot, a new bathing companion designed to work alongside the LUSH Club app. Sounds like something straight out of a sci-fi movie, right? But after hearing Jack Constantine, LUSH's digital mastermind, break down the concept, I was sold. This isn't just another fleeting tech gimmick. It's a fully immersive 24-minute relaxation experience, complete with music and storytelling, all while staying true to LUSH's commitment to sustainable products. Definitely not your average bath drop, and we can't wait for its release later this year. The conversation wrapped up with a serene performance by Treya Lamb, offering one of the rare quiet moments amidst the festival chaos. If you haven't already, check out our deep dive on LUSH and Change the Ref. We covered our experience at the powerful Bloom a New Day interactive exhibit and how it reaffirmed our commitment to gun control advocacy. One of the most meaningful parts of the festival was spending time with Manuel and Patricia Oliver and supporting their ongoing efforts. Then there was the Audible and Fast Company Lounge, a much-needed space to unwind while still soaking up the thought-provoking discussions. Between designing custom hats with Canva and taste testing with Violife products, we caught an insightful conversation with another Simple Favor director, Paul Feig. He spilled behind-the-scenes moments, reflected on the state of comedy, and discussed the industry's ongoing recovery from COVID and the strikes. Is it ever going to recover? Please, is it ever? The crown jewel, Audible's live taping of The Usual Suspects, featuring Kenya Barris, Malcolm Gladwell, and Brene Brown. The trio sat down to explore Brene's career, her latest project, and the intersection of vulnerability, creativity, and leadership. You'd expect this to be standard Brene Brown stuff, but in the mix of personalities, it was really fascinating. Watching them navigate their widely different perspectives was a rare, unfiltered South by Southwest moment that you kind of just had to be there for, and that's what being there live is about. Actually, I was uncomfortable. One of the year's most impactful panels was Fighting Loneliness in Our Digital World. As someone deeply embedded in digital media, this one really hit hard. We're more connected now than ever, yet lonelier than ever. Mina Biela, Ryan Menon, and Kesha shared profound insights, blending humor, wit, and personal experience in a way that left us with a lot to reflect on. They explored how shaping our identities and fostering real connection are key to combating loneliness by creating spaces rooted in love, compassion, and non-judgment. One of my favorite moments, Alex summed it up hilariously and beautifully.
And so actually, in many ways, loneliness is there because all of us know that we were meant for something so much more beautiful than whatever this is. Yikes. We were meant for a form of connection. And until we have that connection, we're going to feel lonely. And so what I think that we can do to make spaces where people are more vulnerable is to create spaces where people can actually be witnessed. Witnessing someone is different than seeing someone. Seeing someone means slotting someone into your pre-existent worldview, objectifying them, making them into a device for your own fantasies and projections. Witnessing someone is surrendering to the fact that you might never understand what someone's going through, but you love them anyways. And when people feel witnessed with curiosity and non-judgment, they bloom and they remember that the purpose of being alive is to do what flowers do, serve a look, and then die.
The Expo, there is also an Expo, remember. It had exciting beauty pop-ups, leaving us with plenty of new goodies to test and recommend. The K Beauty Mart, which was right there in front, it was an absolute dream. Wall-to-wall Korean skincare featuring literally the best products all in one place. I walked in thinking, I'll just browse, and I left with enough sheet masks to last a lifetime. The real standout was attending shopping's AI era, transforming the way we shop. Led by Lillian Rincon, Google VP of Consumer Shopping. The session offered a crash course on the current revolution in shopping, alongside Sapna Parikh, Endo Brands and LVMH, think Fenty Beauty, Fenty Skin, Ole Henriksen, and Don Mai, COO Simkai. They discussed how AI-powered beauty retail is shaping the future, with virtual try-ons, personalized recommendations, and the endless possibilities that come with that. Are influencers even safe in the future? Are they about to be replaced by robots? TBD. We're also excited to take a deeper dive into this one. Kelli attended the From Plate to Palate, How Food Disrupted Beauty and Fashion. The panel explored the intersection of food, beauty, and fashion. From the strawberry girl aesthetic to blueberry milk nails, the panel examined how food-inspired trends are taking the beauty world by storm, featuring Lisa Bueller from Lisa Says Ga, Frances Dillard from Driscoll's, and Julia Kandelek from CND. The discussion was a fascinating look at how these trends are shaping our approach to beauty. Kelli will share an in-depth interview about her conversation with Julie on nails, self-care, and the ever-changing beauty landscape. Of course, because South by Southwest loves to surprise you with delightful moments, Barbie Mochi, yes, Barbie-themed mochi and lip balm were part of the My Mochi limited edition Barbie birth cake flavor. Did I need it? No. Did I try it anyway and then pretend that I wasn't already there and take more? And maybe someone recognized that I was doing that and didn't care and let me do it anyway. Thank you so much, friend. Now let's talk about the movies. There are plenty of movies at South by Southwest that already have distribution and they're using South by for their premiere, or they're releasing soon after the festival takes place. And this is a place where they sort of have an exciting premiere to really raise awareness for the film. Another Simple Favor, for example, and Holland, they all had great displays and lots of pomp and circumstance. The one that I highly recommend that was a situation like this is The Studio. It's Seth Rogen's show, and it's absolutely hilarious. You have to watch it, especially if you're in the industry. Even if you're not, it's on Apple TV. You have to watch each episode several times because the first time you're laughing too hard to catch everything. The second episode is the one. It is the most relatable and incredible. I loved it. But I just wanted to give attention to a couple of films that are smaller and did not get distribution at the time of the film, but they're looking for it now. And hopefully you'll get to see it either at another festival or when it does get bought. The first one is Brother vs. Brother. It was directed by Ari Gold, and it's starring Ari and Ethan Gold, brothers. They were inspired by executive producer Francis Coppola's concept of live cinema, and Brother vs. Brother is a radically personal musical odyssey. Combative twin musicians hunt for their dying poet father in an improvisation performed by the director's own family in a single, unbroken shot through the streets of San Francisco. Yes, bottom line, it's something you have to see and experience to really believe and get a hold of. One brother seeks love and excitement, while the other seeks to disappear into his music forever. But as night falls, and their father still remains missing, their frantic safari leads them from the secret haunts of the beat poets into the heart of their family. Their tale becomes a testament to the power of music, brotherhood, and the lifeblood of a city experienced by the viewer in real time. It was raw, powerful, and unflinching. I absolutely loved this movie. It was brave to make. It was super, super indie, super guerrilla. I admired that a lot. And the filmmakers were a delight. They're really working the crowd, and just Ari has these flashy, amazing outfits, and they were having a blast, really being personal with the fans who loved the movie. There were 2 sold-out screenings in 2 separate theaters for the premiere, and the audience absolutely loved this film. It might not be for everyone. I mean, the characters are very individual and peculiar, and some might say codependency is a disease, and these 2 really embrace it. But I enjoyed every second of it, and it's the kind of movie you just relax and let take over you. And the ending really got me choked up, gotta say. Loved it. The Threesome, directed by Chad Hardington, starring Zoe Deutsch, Johann Hauer King, Ruby Cruz, and Jabuki Young White, bring us this great film about one fateful night. The stars seemingly align for Connor, a kind of unassuming young man, as his longtime crush, the electric and irreverent Olivia, was a great performance, steers them into a threesome with a sweet, alluring stranger, Jenny. The encounter sparks a relationship between Connor and Olivia, and their love grows quickly, all the way towards planning a life together. But their happy romance is soon demolished when Jenny reappears in their lives, thrusting all 3 into a difficult and messy journey toward true accountability and adulthood. Or, as the logline says, a one-night stand threesome results in 2 pregnancies and 1 man having to deal with all of the cleanup. The twist and turn in the script were really enjoyable, and I really loved this script. It was great. The performances were awesome. It's super indie again, and it's the kind of film that I really hope you can catch because it was delightful and surprisingly emotional. As for the docs, Forever We Are Young, directed by Grace Lee and Patty Yan, had everyone in their feelings, celebrating youth culture from different eras. From Seoul to Los Angeles, Texas to Mexico City, BTS Army is everywhere. And Forever We Are Young dives into the passionate fandom that catapulted the K-pop band BTS into a global household name. We meet fans at a BTS-focused RectorCon in Lewisville, Texas, a dance teacher in Seoul that only teaches BTS choreography, and fans who've been organizing since 2013 to help BTS conquer the charts. Defying the stereotypes of pop bands, ARMY has evolved into an intergenerational, culturally savvy, and politically active movement that is as diverse as the world itself. Forever We Are Young captures the powerful spirit of activism and collectivity that make ARMY a symbol of hope and unity in our ever-fractured world. Recapping that made me realize how wild the week was. We had an incredible time, learned so much, and came home with at least 50 free tote bags to add to the collection. Don't tell our husbands. If you were at South by Southwest, let me know your favorite moments. And if you're planning to check out any of these films, please tell me which ones you're most excited for. Plus, we're eyeing the inaugural South by Southwest London this summer, so stay tuned. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow Look Behind the Look. Until next time.